Hi guys, it's Barbara with Cancer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. My deck is still on sale for $15.15 with code CANCERBABY or CANCER3. Get them while they last. Also, don't forget to check out Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot and I on Fridays for Piping Hot Tarot Talk. Both of us read all 12 signs. Let's get into this for Cancer. Bad reputation and dodged a bullet. Okay. So you might be finding out that you didn't really know this person, that this person has a really bad reputation, and you're finally, you got away from this nonsense. Okay, let's get into this. Your energy is the Two of Swords. Their energy is the King of Swords. The obstacle is the Four of Pentacles. The outcome is the Three of Cups. And the advice is the Lovers. So Cancer, I feel like right out the gate, I mean, you're seeing somebody for who they are. So you've cut somebody out because you feel like they're deceptive. You either caught them in a lie, maybe your spidey senses are kicking in. You can be very unhappy about the situation. You look like you're upset about this, and you may be needing some time by yourself so that you can process all of this. This person can be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, tell me about this. I feel like this person's trying to get past their reputation. Their reputation precedes them, right? So working on rebuilding. I feel like for this person, the wheel's finally turning in their favor. But it's been a lot of burden for them. So here's the thing. Tell me about this King of Wands. I feel like they can't get away from their own past. No matter what they do, they can't get away from their past. They're trying. They know it's been a burden for them to rebuild because of their reputation in the past. So say somebody was a slut in high school, okay? And now, now they just want to raise their kids, and they just want, they don't want how they acted before to affect who they are now. Right? Because people can change, but you can't change somebody, but they can change themselves, right? But it's like this person, maybe this is who told you, Cancer. It's this person's judgment. It's how this person views this person. Now, people change. Now, here's how I look at this. People that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, right? So if this King of Wands thinks he's without sin, he can cast that first stone. But the fact of the matter is he can't, okay? He can't. But for his judgment of somebody to affect somebody else, say you were dating somebody, you feel lied to, you feel deceived, and now you're trying to process this. Why? Because you believed what somebody else said about somebody instead of seeing it with your own two eyes, right? We've all done things in our lives that we're not happy about. Every single one of us. Not one of us are above approach, okay? So for this person to have a bad reputation and you to feel like you dodged a bullet, maybe you didn't really dodge a bullet. Maybe you believed somebody and you think you dodged a bullet, but the fact is you could have misjudged somebody, based on their past. Okay. So you're holding back communication. You don't even want to talk to this person. I'm going to tell you, Cancer, you're listening to the wrong person when it came to this King of Swords energy, because you held back communication from them, but this is your person. This is your 10 of Cups, Empress energy. You're going to see this. You're going to see that this is your person. You're going to start to see something. Like you believed what somebody else said, and you may have judged somebody poorly because of it. I see a reconciliation of this relationship. I see justice being served here, right? And I see that this is going to be moving forward with success. Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Right here's the problem. Somebody's doing this out of jealousy. Somebody is doing this out of spite. Somebody didn't want to see this relationship take hold, right? Because this was an obsessed Queen of Swords wanting to cause a tower. Now, whether this was somebody who was passionate, being an Aries, Leo, Sag, someone was passionate. Somebody was passionate in their judgment. It doesn't necessarily mean it was an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. It could have been someone was passionate in their judgment, wanting you to think, oh, this person's got a bad reputation. This person's going to cheat on you, this and that. This may be the problem right here, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords did not want this relationship to take a hold, right? So they're obsessed, wanting to cause a tower. Now it's backfired on this person. Now it's backfired. I feel like someone has made the choice to leave their past mistakes out in the cold. They're letting the past go, right? This was the past. That was then. This is now. Right? But they made the choice about their past mistakes to leave them out in the cold. You might be waiting to hear the worst. You might be waiting to hear this person's, like, tell me everything, tell me the worst, waiting to hear the harsh truth, right? This person could have had a reputation for cheating, for manipulating and juggling, manipulating women to sleep with them. I feel like this person may have done what they've done until there was somebody who helped them see this, and it caused this to end. So this person assisted this person to help end whatever pattern they were going through. There was somebody that actually stepped in and said, hey, this is what you're doing. This is, it's something that needs to be changed, right? This could have been a parent. This could be a parent that helped them end this situation, right? But here you are, Cancer. I feel like for you, you feel foolish. Now you're trying to recover. Emperor energy. This is your person. This is your person, right? Now you're trying to recover with this Emperor. You're trying to fix things with the Emperor. But I feel like you feel foolish here. You feel foolish because you almost betrayed your own destiny. With the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, you almost betrayed your own commitment, right? Now your wish fulfillment is to move forward, but you're feeling foolish. Guys, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because one person doesn't like somebody doesn't mean that you have to not like that person. Be a leader, not a follower in this case. Don't always listen to what people let people's actions determine how you feel about them, not anything else. Let how they act and their character determine how you feel about them. I don't care what it is, who it is. Don't listen. Don't listen to other people's gossip and nonsense about people, because you can't change somebody, but they can change themselves. If they had a bad reputation, now it's time for them to, it's cleared up now. You almost lost your destiny in that one. Give me all 12 signs, Cancer. You're dealing with an Aries. Your emperor could be an Aries. Your emperor could be an Aries. If you're dealing with a Taurus. Somebody's going to regret trying to get the victory here. So that person who was talking smack, they're going to regret trying to get the victory. If you're dealing with a Queen of Swords, I can't even talk, a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, this had to do with their judgment. This is how this person judged this other person. And that was just so that, here's the thing, it was out of jealousy. They just didn't want you to be with this person. They told you what they wanted you to hear so you wouldn't be with this person. If you're dealing with another Cancer, you were juggling your destiny. You were juggling your destiny. If you're dealing with a Leo, I feel like there's going to be an ending to a family situation. There's some kind of a karmic ending to a family situation. If you're dealing with a Virgo, it's taken you a long time to see the light. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I feel like they're very passionate about this person, King of Pentacles. Someone was very passionately in love with the King of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, somebody's moving towards you because they want to be with you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, there's a lot of drama with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, somebody wants to offer you some clarity. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the harsh truth is somebody's been left out in the cold. They've been ghosted. They've been ghosted. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, they see that you're their person. This person sees that you're the Empress. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.